also got to pull up the dice roller. Oh, motherfucker. Everyone's in different things. Well, you're in the one shot. Same with Smith. Stacy, Jared, and Aaron are in, or Stacy, Jared, and Steve are in P5. So that just complicates things. No. I know. I didn't think about it until now that was going to complicate things. Steve's obviously in P5. Here, we'll do it this way. Remove. All right. This is going to go directly to Smith, and this one's going directly to Aaron. Open those links up and add your character to the P5 campaign. I don't know. That's true. Cool. All right. Cool. All right, you're all in there now. There we go. Okay, so that's good. Yeah. Sweet. So, now that we are, now that we're appropriate, we are streaming. We've been streaming for 2.5 minutes. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Better? Your recap? Oh, yeah. I guess not from last. We don't need to recap. We don't. It's today's a different measure, so there's going to be a little bit, there's going to be an introduction more than anything. But yeah, today, since for those watching at home, but yeah, just for the reality is, I mean, this is still technically part of the main campaign. This is still like canon if the event happens where Cephas dies in oh, somebody followed me. I don't know who did. Oh, Hannah. Thanks. If for example Cephas dies in this one shot, he's dead in the campaign. Like you guys through the like time period, you will find out that, you know, he has died, and hey, maybe more trips out to the Temple of Restoration, and, you know, more money needing to be spent on trips out there is in order. But yeah, you die. Yeah, you die in the one shot. You die in real life. What do you mean? Oh, hold on. I do. Better? Okay. Yeah, and that's the thing, and you guys you guys will be meeting some fresh characters, and Yes, it'll be, and that's the thing. Cephas will have contacts, that maybe in time when you guys need to, maybe there's more things than you guys can handle. Um, Maybe he gets in contact with one of those groups, or when you guys meet other adventurers, and maybe even some of those adventurers happen to linger around and go on, adventures with the other characters. As for today, though, um, this is going to be the in cold storage. This is the one shot that has Cephas, our mainline character, has taken up in order to procure a belt of frost giant strength. So the introduction to this is that days ago, Armdis Cardnick, who is he is the representative of the Delvers, who's going to be setting up shop in Lylon. He is a friend of Lorik, who is the blacksmith that you guys have talked to and gotten to know. What was that? Smith is not what? Oh yeah, blacksmith. God damn it. So yeah, so he is friends with Lorik, the blacksmith, who Cephas and Albina had gone and talked to about some things that they are in looks for, and Smith had actually spoken with him a little bit, talking about possibly procuring a salamander heart in order to get the forge there set up. Now, Armdis is a representative of the Delvers. The Delvers is a group and faction that works all across the lands of Faerun and all up and down the Sword Coast. They are basically a group of adventurers and spelunkers that go into the more dangerous places, and instead of actually trying to retrieve the artifacts and relics and treasures that are down there, they catalog them, because it is a lot easier to walk out with a list than it is to try and fight the monsters that are protecting said treasures. So the Delvers have a bit of a catalog of various items within the realms and where they might be located, thus bringing us to Cephas's request for a belt of frost giant strength. Now, again, days ago, Armdis was sent a telepathic message via the sending spell from his cousin Marplot. Now, Marplot is a fairly accomplished gnome mage who occasionally does freelance work for the Delvers. This was sent to him. This message was sent to him a few days ago, explaining that he had got himself caught up in a bit of a sticky situation of sorts, where he had overheard that there was these giants and guardians in this cave nearby, and he wanted to explore and see if there was anything to investigate, if there was anything to catalog that he could sell to the Delvers. Unfortunately, he got himself stuck within the cave and cannot get out, and used his last third level spell, his last spell slot of third level or higher, to send the sending message. So it took a little bit of time for Armdis to track down the specific cave that he is stuck in, and to find a group of adventurers willing to venture in and recover him. But it also just so happens to be that at the same time Armdis finally got enough folks hired for this, that he was approached by Lorik, informing him that sizable fire-wielding warforged in the area happens to be looking for a belt of giant strength. So, since this other group had already started their way up towards the mountains to the east, Armdis gave Lorik a map and sent a message out to the other group saying that when they cross paths with this warforge, that the belt that is in the caves would be privy to the warforge, and that the rest can be shared amongst the group as they wish, should there be any other treasures in there. And that brings us to where today's session is starting. So you guys had met up about a day ago, and you've had about a day's travel ahead of you, so you've had some time to talk and introduce yourselves. So if you guys want to introduce the characters you're going to be playing for the one-shot, we'll just go down the line. Aaron, why don't you introduce your character? That's right. There is How Late. There we go. Oh, very nice. All right, Jared.
And next thing he knew, he was roped into this adventure.
All right, so we got a
He
goblin.
is a dragonborn, a green dragonborn, and for some odd reason, the other ones swear that they could see mushrooms popping off of him every so often.
So there we go. So far we have Hauser Late, also known as How Late or Late, who's looks like a goblin wielding a great sword, and we got a green dragonborn Puff Daddy.
Puff the Magic Dragon from 63.
That's right. All right, Smith. Smith, you are next. Why don't you introduce your character?
I'm Smith. I'm a human rogue.
Beautiful. Love it.
Basically a mercenary.
Understandable. That is oftentimes how they are. You were like one of the Dragon Mark ones, weren't you?
Oh, Mark of Passage or something?
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, yeah. Those abilities to get some extra speed and to cast Misty Step and stuff. All right. And Stacy. Last but not least.
Well, she's gonna introduce herself as Crystal. That's the name you get to know.
Okay.
You could probably call her Chris. Dragonborn, Amethyst Dragonborn. Used to the cold from a new sort of group of kind of cool rangers. But she can't help herself and she likes messing with fire, so she found a way to do that whenever she can. Being a dragon and all.
Right.
Well, she wants to be like a real dragon. She messes with fire when she can.
So she wants to be like a fire-breathing dragon.
But she can't.
Because I was going to say, isn't Gemstone Dragon, she'd be force damage on her breath? Or psionic?
Yep.
Okay.
It's force.
Okay. I know they have psionic. I know the gem dragons are psionic.
Yeah, with that she can psychically talk to people. So randomly, I suppose in this past day, she may have said stuff to everybody's head so they know she can talk that way.
Understandable.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, it's I mean, I guess if you I guess it's one of those things. I've always imagined telepathy as like you hear it in your like you hear it in your head, like from all around, but it's like the same voice as the person you would have been talking to.
Yeah. When I read it, I was just like, that's an unexpected trait, and I can just send telepathic messages
Yeah.
to anybody at any time. It doesn't require. So
Yeah, that's like
so
what
how handy.
Kalishtar are also able to do that. They're able to mind link with a character.
I assume like it doesn't work. It doesn't. They can't talk back. I can only. It's one way. Or as I understood.
Yeah, so yeah, you can send them a message. They can't they have no way of sending you one.
No.
Now
Keep
if you
them
take
listening.
the
You can give me thumbs up sometimes.
take the telepathic feat. I mean basically it's basically kind of like the same thing as like a limited message almost.
Yeah.
So
I feel like she would not. She just do it sometimes, not necessarily consciously, like tell people things or say things to them, and then realize then they can't say it back.
yeah.
In her family, she's used to people being able to say it back.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Anyhow.
All right. So like I said, you guys, and then obviously, you know, not to be forgotten, we have Cephas joining this ragtag group heading up to the mountains to rescue the small Marplot, this little gnome, and to claim the belt so long as it's there.
Just so he knows, going to be calling Smith Lesser Smith.
Lesser Smith. The other Smith.
You're not a real Smith.
You could call him Smith with two Y's. Because this version of Smith is Smyyth. I love the fact though that there's a part of me that wants Smith to make a new character for like each of the adventures that his main character doesn't go on, just so within the realm of Lylon there would be there would be like their own like cavalcade of Smiths.
Clan of Smiths in the area.
Yeah, because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be 5 other Smiths. That'd be sick.
Have you heard of the Guild of Smiths?
Yeah.
No. It's not a blacksmithing guild.
yeah. It's just a rogue and a wizard come up. It's like, hey, so we have this thing going on, and we're starting this thing. Keep an eye out for anyone else. All right. Well, to get this show on the road. So again, been a couple. It's been a couple days actually. Like I said, it's been about a day that you guys have all met one another and traveled. But a couple days travel to find this location, and eventually you do find this hidden cave amongst the mountains. You can see that leading into it, there is a number of footprints, mostly giant, obviously humanoid, but you also see that there are some that appear to be bestial in nature. So, or I should say animalistic.
We see some animals now.
No, you just see the footprints.
What's the appearance of?
Roll me a survival check.
What do we know? would I recognize these prints?
Yeah, you can roll survival to see.
14.
Can I roll nature instead?
Sure.
This is unknown player. Why did it say that?
Why did it say what?
I got a 16 on nature.
Unknown player rolled something.
Oh, because I don't know if you've reloaded your character since they got into the campaign.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
you
that would be why.
might just have to reload your character sheet.
was
Okay. Yeah,
I see
so
them in there.
so I'm gonna say I'm gonna say basically everybody but Cephas got this. Hauser, you're a little bewildered. You definitely think these are what these are is something, you know, that has claws, but Crystal, Smith, and Groteth, you guys are able to recognize these as wolf claws.
Just regular wolves.
Oh, it's just
slightly,
some minor pups, man.
Slightly larger. And actually Crystal and Smith, I would say that the two of you recognize that. Yeah, Groteth, you're just like, oh man, they got pups in here, man. Whereas
I could always go for a good puppy cuddle.
Whereas the two of you can recognize these are fairly large, and Crystal, I would even say that with your 25, you can even see there's around the edges of where like their claws have like pierced into the mud. It's almost as if it's hardened. And that those particular spots have kind of frozen a little bit, lending you to the mind that these could even be winter wolf prints.
Yeah. These aren't ordinary wolves. What do I know about winter wolves? Are they from the area? Or would they have traveled far to get here?
Winter wolves are like can be found in mountainous Arctic regions. The main thing about them that I would say is kind of known is that they can when they howl, it can literally freeze you to your bones. So they have a freezing howl.
Keep aware.
So
I think I would
as
make sure everyone's aware.
Aaron.
So as Hal notices that if they're claws,
yeah,
he's going to start looking at the dragon's feet and compare.
Yeah, definitely different size between Groteth and Crystal. You know, whereas theirs are more you know, draconic, more lizard-like.
Upon seeing him analyze his own feet, Groteth wants to try and match his claws up with the wolf's claws now, going, to try and find the prey, you got to become one with them. He's trying to put his claws up into their paw prints.
So like kind of like minorly using your wild shape to like shape your claws into like a paw. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm cool with it.
Or just using like the primal savagery to go ahead and extend the claws.
Yeah.
Because it's a cantrip.
Yep. Yeah, using a mixture of magics as you see Groteth the Green Dragonborn forms his foot into a winter wolf claw.
And then as he immediately does that, he points for the rest of the footprints go and he goes, the dogs went that way.
Yeah, into the cave.
Observant.
All right.
It's not an intelligent man.
No.
All right, so
none of my guys are.
As you enter into the cave. Sorry, good.
I just wanted to say to everyone, if you stay near me, I'll keep you from falling down.
Okay.
The snowbound strider. thing.
That's right. Yeah, for those.
Within
As,
15 feet.
as she's saying this, Groteth is just slowly swaying back and forth.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Stacy's
I don't
actually
know if I can.
Stacy's actually playing a homebrew subclass of my own design today. So, she's playing the Frostwalker Ranger, which I'm curious to see how it pans out. So, all right. So, starting to tread your way into the cave, denoting the giant footprints as well as the Winterwolf ones. Yeah, good.
Hold on. Sorry. As we're making this walk, I'm just trash talking Septus the entire time.
What do you say?
I'm just making fun of how weak he is.
Okay. Does Septus have
What
anything to
zombie?
retort this?
It's how squeaky I was.
No, how
He
weak
has
you
the
are.
silent-
You
Yeah.
have this
Oh, how
small little
weak.
goblin
Squeaky.
shit talking you.
I thought he said squeaky.
I thought he said squeaky. Squeaky'd be funny, yeah.
That would be really funny.
He has no retort yet. He's just going to throw shade at him. Look at him.
Just glower like a fucking volcano. Oh
I'm
man.
just wondering if you're being silent or not.
I have not got my boots on as yet, no.
I hope you put them on at some point.
So whenever he needs to sneak away with the belt and leave you guys to deal with all the problems in the cave, he's like, I got what I needed.
Leave us here for dead. Hell yeah.
All right. So yes, as you are making your way in the cave, Hauser is trash talking the Warforged in the group. You can tell
Twice his size.
literally twice your size. You can see that this 15-foot high cave, as you're going in, fairly large. There are signs of an old fire sitting in one of the corners. More curiously, though, once you get to kind of like a dead end point, you notice a very peculiar structure in here, and that is that from floor to roof, 10 foot deep and flowing north to south, very slow flowing, there is ice blue slush like barrier that is impeding your pathway forward. So it appears as almost like a wall of blue raspberry slushy, but within it there's hundreds of tiny little pieces of quartz rock. And it is kind of semi-transparent. You can see just beyond it, there is a 12-foot drop immediately on the other side of it that then leads back to what looks like a 4-foot, 4-foot high steps. But you can tell that this slow moving stuff is actually moving down a corridor to the south. So you guys have free action to move about and investigate as you wish.
Can I punch it?
You can if you wish.
It doesn't seem climbable because it's slush rather than ice.
It's slush, yes. Like it's almost like it's almost like a wall of, you know how a slushy gets to that point where it's like really watery and you can mostly just drink it, but if you do, you're definitely going to get a brain freeze. It is that consistency.
No, because I drink so many, I no longer get brain freezes.
Oh, I have to do the thumb to the roof of the mouth trick. Okay, so yeah, as you go up, you punch this thing, and the moment that you do, the wall solidifies.
English?
Sorry?
English?
Solidifies?
Okay. The way you said it, I was like,
Oh,
huh?
I was like, what? Yes. So the moment that you touch it, the wall solidifies, and your hand is now trapped within it. I need you to make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw.
Septis laughs.
Okay. So as this happens, you are pulled into the slush. And I need to roll dice.
Well, he's dead.
You are going to take 29 points of cold damage.
So half of that.
Yeah, if you are resistant. Yep.
So 14.
Yes, 14. As soon as this happens, and as soon as he gets sucked into it, you see a little bit of the wall where he went in, spits him back out, and there's a little bit of that slush that kind of spews out as well. And from it, you see 2 ice methods form. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Nice. What? What are these things?
Ice methods. Ice methods in general are tiny little like elemental imp creatures. There you go. There's an ice method on the screen. You guys fought these in Rime of the Frost Maiden when you were fighting against the spirit trapped within Smith's sword. These are the things that whenever you kill them, they explode, and they can also summon other methods. So yeah, the moment that Hauser is spat out of this thing, excuse me, the moment that Hauser is spat out, the wall is now completely solid. All right. So it is the first ice method's turn, and it is going to move here, and it is going to claw attack Hauser, and that is going to miss. And then you see the ice method meld into the ice wall. And then Smith, it's your turn. Just as a reminder of what you've just seen, Hauser basically walked up to this thing, went to punch it, it solidified, sucked him in, solidified, and then spit him out. And while spitting him out, 2 ice methods came into existence, and one of them tried clawing at Hauser and then melded into the ice wall.
Kind of a longbow instead of a short bow, by the way. Longbows do more damage, right?
Longbows do more damage.
No, I don't. I'm not proficient with short longbows, or am I?
You are not. You are proficient with crossbows, hand crossbows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go up to I1 to the left of him.
Okay.
Bingo.
And I will use my rapier.
All right. So this is gonna proc your sneak attack. So go ahead and roll the damage there. 1d8 plus 7 plus 6d6. All right. So with quick moving feet and a swift attack, you are able to fell this thing with one hit. So I need Smith and Hauser to make dexterity saving throws. As the moment you stab the mephit, you see its body explodes outward, sending shards of ice.
I don't suppose I can retreat real fast, right?
You not to avoid this damage, but keep in
Okay, so what is
mind,
it?
a dexterity saving throw. But keep in mind that you do have a reaction to have the damage that you take. So let me see how much damage it was going to be. Okay, yeah. So right now, Hauser, you're going to take 8 points of slashing damage. Smith, since you succeeded, you would only take 4. So you can choose to uncanny dodge or not if you want to only take 2.
Can
I was going to
reduce
say,
damage?
doesn't he have bullshit rogue bonus to where he takes no damage if he succeeds?
Does he? I forget. Rogues are fucking crazy. Oh,
Let me
yeah,
see here.
evasion. No, you're right. No, you're totally right. Thank you.
No, I should know. I play enough rogues.
Yeah, when subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex save to take only half damage, you take none. So there you go.
Lucas, I'm gonna roll a d12.
Sure, be my guest. But yes, beyond that, Smith, you do still have 25 feet of movement.
Okay, move me up next. I'll just right there. That'll work.
Sweet.
I love it.
All right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
how much would I have taken?
You would have taken 8. So that would have reduced it down to 0.
Sweet.
All right, Groteth, it is your turn. You can see the outline of a ice mephit within this slush-like wall that is now solid ice.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think. I don't. Trying to think what I can do to get through the ice besides punching the ice through to get to him, or what spells could go through the ice.
Is anyone small? Never mind. Small enough to carry.
Okay, if a spell says it creates a ghostly, would I be able to use Chill Touch and attack him through the ice, since it's create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature within range?
Yes, I would say there is. I mean, so he is technically he is technically in cover. So he's gonna have a bonus to his AC because he's not completely covered. He has 3/4, which bumps his AC up by 5. But you can definitely use that spell.
Okay, yeah, because that's about all I can do, because I don't want to use a 3rd level spell slot yet.
Sure, it's understandable. All right, so cast and Chill Touch.
Yep.
Cool.
I didn't hit.
No, you
I
did
rolled
not.
a 4.
Yeah, your hand barely manifests within it as you see the ice mephit within the solid wall of ice is moving around unimpeded.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? Any bonus actions, movement?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Seftis, it is your turn.
I am going to use my flaming pipe thingy, directional thing on him.
Flaming pipe
Flaming
thingy. You mean your burning
Yeah, a little
belch?
pipe I've got. Yeah, I've got a little pipe as well, which is directional, isn't it? I like blow fire out of it.
The bubble.
Oh, that's right.
Bubble
That's
pipe.
right. You had that bubble pipe. I don't even know where that is.
In his belly.
Me neither. I can just use the burning belch if you want.
No, it's fine. I
I'll
just
give you something.
I don't remember what the specific details of that thing were, but
I actually think I've got that in my inventory anywhere, thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it ever got put in there.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever.
By the way,
I don't know if I ever added it. I'll have to track it down. Let me do one quick thing real fast. It was I know it was a pipe that blows bubbles. Here we go. This was back
Yeah,
on
the bubble pipe.
September.
I was gonna say.
Our pipe that blows bubbles. And I don't know. I remember it was something that you could use to shoot it out, and I think it was that you could make. Oh, you know what I think it was? It was that you could use that to make a 30-foot line. Your burning belch could go from a 15-foot cone to a 30-foot line.
yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just doing a straight directional line just so it doesn't hit anybody else. Straight at
Okay.
that dude, that was my thoughts.
Totally. I will make sure that I add that into your notes somewhere. All right. Yep. So go ahead and roll me the damage for your burning belch.
I'll be right back.
Yep. All right. 11 points. That's burning belch. So this is going to be. That's. Okay. So, you blast this wall, you blast this ice wall with your burning belch. As you do, it starts to melt and crack this section of the wall. And you can see that it is just getting under the surface of that, or where that mephit is, and it gets to the point where it reaches his cavity and burns him alive and melts him. And the cavity that you have created by this fire is almost completely through the wall. There's still a little bit of the ice wall there, but you have mostly melted this section.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna say go object layer, and this, I'm gonna say like about this section of the wall has melted. All right, did you want to move or do anything
Not all
else?
the way through.
I should be good at that.
Okay. All right. As you do this, you see from the wall further down, you gotta flip a coin. Okay. You see two more ice mephits appear from the slush, or from the ice wall, as they cackle and laugh. Hauser, it is your turn.
I think he's in the bathroom because he
was
didn't
he-
message. He messaged Facebook saying that he had to
Jesus
pee.
Christ.
What? Because that's not confused. There's a chat right in whatever.
Yeah, of all things, he DM'd me saying how he had to pee. So
I'm back.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
he's back. He belched his.
It's your
intro.
turn.
It's your turn. So
Okay.
the one inside the wall, Seftis used his bubble blowing pipe to direct his burning belch to burn away some of the wall and to kill the mephit in the wall. Even though it exploded, you guys were protected due to the ice wall surrounding it. But as soon as he did this, two more ice mephits appeared out of the wall just below him.
Cool. So I'm gonna do some shit that they've probably never seen before.
Okay. Oh God.
I'm gonna go around Smith, get to Seftis,
Okay.
and kind of look at him, be like, "Hey, watch this." I'm gonna pull out 2 great swords, one
Okay.
in each hand, and
Yep.
attack.
This small little goblin wielding 2 giant swords.
So 1.
Yeah.
Does that kill it?
No, it does not.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Does that kill it?
That does.
So the remaining damage goes to the next one.
Okay.
cleave.
So that would have been 30 total. Okay. But here's the thing. Real fast, Hauser and Seftis, I need you two to make dexterity saving throws.
Watch this as I hit this bomb.
That's what I was.
I'll be okay.
All right, you both take 2 points of slashing damage as the method explodes in front of Hauser.
Is that with my resistance or no?
It's slashing,
Oh, it's just slashing?
just slashing, not cold.
Okay, so 2. So that was only 2 attacks.
Yeah,
So I get a third one.
third main hand. Wow, not one.
I'm going to re-roll that with my inspiration that I failed on one of my other ones.
But you fail on your other one.
I failed something. I rolled a 1 on something. It was a dex save.
You rolled not one on a dex save?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. Yep.
All
All right, yeah, so 25 hits.
Okay.
Okay. That,
Now.
I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws again.
Oh, that killed it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, DC 10. It's nothing crazy. All right, neither one of you take any damage because it was only 1 point of damage.
Okay. So that's everything dead?
That is everything dead that you can see. That was the 2 that had just spawned out of the wall.
Man, I wanted to use my 4th attack.
I'm sure you did. You used your one sword 3 times. You didn't even get to use that other one.
So now I'm going to sheath both of them behind my back.
Okay, you don't want to attack the wall or anything?
Nah.
Okay. All right, coolio then. Yeah, pretty badass. Little goblin wielding 2 greatswords, because you're not actually a goblin.
They don't know that.
They don't know that.
They don't know
yet.
that. All right, Crystal, you have just witnessed a slew of mephits spawning out of this ice wall. There's a chunk taken out of the ice wall. It is still solid at this point.
What? The chunk's taken out, but it's still solid. It
Yeah.
didn't go all the way through.
It did not go. No. So there is a chunk taken out of it. There is a portion. There's a portion of the wall that has been broken.
Thank you.
What was that? Okay.
Sorry, 1 sec. Sorry. Talking to my mom.
Oh, it's all good.
Sound like a cute
Hi,
thing.
Mama Smith.
So yeah, you see that there is a chunk taken out of the wall.
We can't walk through it.
No, it is still like solid to the back. I mean, you can continue attacking it more if you wish.
Well, does anyone see a other way through? I mean, I can fly if I need to. For the rest of you, do we?
I have a fabulous carpet.
Oh, does he? Did he?
I imagine that carpet's going to show up in any mission that either one of them are in.
Have you? Let's see this carpet.
Can we fly over that wall, or we got to go through it?
No. As I mentioned before, it is floor to roof.
Oh,
So yes, so it is. It is
Well-
15 foot tall. It is 10 foot deep.
okay. When you said there was a drop on the other side, I thought we could see the drop. On
You
the
can
other side. We
you can see it
couldn't
like
quite get
through.
over it.
You can see through the ice. Like it is, the ice wall is semi-transparent, so you can see through the ice.
Okay, then my mistake. I can't fly over it, and I never said that. I was thinking it wasn't. I missed the floor part or ceiling part. But he hit it a little in a space where it won't go all the way through.
Right.
I guess I'm gonna try to take this wall out with some breath, some force breath. Can I change that to fire with my prism?
You have a chroma spell prism? No, you
Yep.
cannot change. So chroma spell prism can only affect acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder. So if you're
Yeah, I didn't think
using
so. Like skip
yeah,
out on
yeah,
force.
if you are casting a spell that deals those damages, you can swap it to any one of those other damages. The other thing is that the chroma spell prism specifically is for spells, whereas the breath weapon is a natural weapon, so would not be considered a spell.
But that worked differently than the Frostfell elemental
Elemental,
chose
so
fire.
the the elemental excuse me, elemental touch is that when you deal damage that is either acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, or poison, you can change it to any one of those. So because it kind of works that it's basically the same thing. It's like you're changing an elemental damage type into a different elemental damage type. I think the way I might have had it worded on there is that if you have a spell that deals damage, you can change it to the one that you chose.
You pick just one, and it doesn't swap around, but it's still a spell. Okay, it wouldn't change anything. If I had chosen that
Elemental
instead.
touch. Elemental touch actually was. It was anytime that you deal one of those damage types, you can swap it to the one that you picked. So, for example, if Cephas took the elemental touch feat, he could change the fire damage from his volcanic greatsword into cold, acid, poison, thunder, or lightning, depending on what he chose. Like if he chose elemental touch lightning.
You make the choice at the beginning.
Yes, because it's very much like the elemental adept, where you are saying, this is my specialty and I want to be able to change any damage that I do of these other types into this one.
Okay, I didn't get to talk about that before. Anyhow, I guess I'll try force damage with my breath.
Okay. So go ahead and roll the damage for your breath weapon.
that just in the actions?
I don't.
Favored foe.
I think it is. Yeah, it's right under main actions, like longbow, short bow or short sword, lancing bolt, and then breath weapon.
Oh, I see it now. I thought I saw it before, and then I just lost it.
There's a part of me that thinks that this the scaling on this map is wrong.
That's what she said.
Well, is it?
I don't know. And I'll tell you what, I've been struggling with this one shot because there's some shit. There's like misspellings and shit that it references in the wordings that's just wrong.
I didn't really say where. I guess near to where, like, you have that outline, but the part that could actually make it through, where it's partially damaged.
Okay, so you kind of want to be there, and
Southern.
you want to be there and kind of like shooting it down that way.
It towards where, yeah, I guess I would. Well, can we? Because there's a wall. Where am I?
Do you want to
There's
be?
a wall here, right?
Yeah, well, we don't have to get into those.
Yeah.
We don't have to get into hypersemantics on
Oh.
it. I
was trying to go through wherever.
No, I get it. Like, yeah,
Wherever it was already
you're wanting
weakened.
to get through the wall. I understand what you're getting at. Like I said, it would make I would make it make sense. But no, yeah,
Okay.
the one thing that
Wherever it's already like blasted through.
yeah, the one thing that is bugging me about this map is like, okay, so obviously that square, like this square has the entirety of the wall, and it says in
5
this that it's 10 foot wide, but that's 5 foot. So there's a part of me that like really wants to scale like the size up, which would move things to like
Wow.
this.
I think I need to refresh. All I have is people now. Oh, there. Oh, what? Look what you did. Why are they there?
Oh yeah. Well, obviously there's winter wolves somewhere in here, so
Spoiler alert.
yeah.
Ruined.
Right
Clearly.
around the corner.
Clearly.
Yeah, I lost the immersion. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, like I said, it's just really weird that it says that, and then the way that it like outlines the map just doesn't work that way. And even if I tried, it's not lining up. Fuck it. God damn it. And now I'm just fucking shit up.
I just see the void.
Yeah, no, I have to reset it. Yeah, because it's 75 pixels is the grid size. And I can't divide that in half. I can't do half pixels, obviously.
Perfect.
You know what? Funny enough. No, you know what? Funny enough, that works. That works. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have it be as big as it claimed. So now the place is just bigger.
Are we all so much further away?
No, we'll just move over. Just means that the wall is just now far more foreboding.
Excuse your language?
All right. So yeah, you, Crystal, you head over and you blast into the wall, for 18 points of damage. As you do, you do like carve out a sizable chunk out of the wall, but you have not fully reached through to the back entirely.
Okay. So that was adding on to what was already there.
Yes. Yeah, basically, you like blasting into it with this large breath weapon.
I just realized.
So up
I don't have
next,
any bonus action.
what's that?
I just realized I don't really have any bonus actions. Rescue. Wait, Searing Smite.
Yep.
That is first level spell.
All right.
So, I don't think ice counts as a creature.
No, ice does not count as a creature. All right. So that's going to bring us back
Probably
to
back up
All right. So
in
back
case
in
more methods or whatever
decide to pop out.
randomly. Yep.
It's understandable.
At least
All
they
right.
do that.
So yeah, it is still solid. Smith, it is your turn.
Guess just a firebolt at some point, somewhere along the wall.
Launching a firebolt.
Yep.
Coolio.
Do you want to roll attack or damage or anything?
Yes, actually I do.
Do I have to roll attack?
You do. Because the wall actually does have an AC. It's low, but it's there. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and deal the damage. Okay. So yeah, with the concentrated firebolt, it melts a lot of the remaining ice, but shatters this section of it, giving you access and passage through the wall, and through this section.
Right.
Woot woot.
All right. So you guys can move on through there as you wish.
I'm gonna skip.
Okay. As you
Skip through.
start skipping through, you come to a 12-foot drop on the other side.
It's actually just going to use his carpet and flex.
Okay.
What is run and jump again?
Run and jump. You mean a long jump?
Yeah. Is
So
that strength?
long jump is that you can cover a number of feet equal to your strength score as long
do
as you
that.
move at least 10 feet.
I do that.
Okay. So you run and jump. And it's not like there's a gap. It's just 12 feet down.
So how far is it across?
It's not. There's just a cliff.
Wait, what? Hold on.
I know. It doesn't. Okay, so here's the thing. This
So I
line.
can sit on my butt and just go down.
No. It's not a slope. It is a 12-foot drop. So that purple line that I just drew and this one is a vertical drop. It's just the angle in which you're looking at it makes it look like a slope or like a gap. I'm saying it's a 12-foot drop. If you're just jumping down, all I'm telling you is that you're going to take falling damage.
Ah, I thought there was a way to jump across.
No,
I thought it
yeah.
was a gap.
No, yeah. I understand. Like I said, we don't have to worry about the jump,
Yeah.
but like I said, if you're just falling down, like if you're just jumping down, you'll just take
Fuck
some
no.
falling damage. Okay.
I will attempt my best to climb down.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yep.
'21.
Okay, yeah, you are able to climb down. You find enough handholds that you climb down and avoid the 2 points of falling damage that I rolled for you.
Woot woot.
All right, Cephas obviously traveling down with his trusty carpet of flying.
Groteth is just gonna leap down.
Okay.
His hands folded behind his back as he just kind of steps off of the cliff and goes straight down.
All right, you take 3 points of
No, I take 0 because I use my reaction for slow fall.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His hands are just behind his back as he just steps off the cliff and just like kind of walks on the air down.
Beautiful. All right.
Very elegant.
You gotta see with your third eye, man. There was platforms there the whole time.
Crystal and Smith, how are you guys getting down?
Is there slippery surfaces?
I mean, the ice is kind of slick, but it's nothing. It's nothing in particular that is overly difficult to maneuver.
Can I use my slippers?
Oh yeah, that's right. You got slippers spider climbing. Yeah, totally. You are yeah, because the ice up here is the slippery part. This is more just like cavern wall. So yeah, you are able to just walk down the wall.
Nice.
All right.
So I was thinking I could climb down. It would be an icy surface and not need to make an ability check, but
That is true. As a frostwalker, with your snowbound strider, you can climb icy surfaces without needing to make, I would say that because you're in an icy environment, climbing down that won't be much of an issue.
fair.
All
Not
right.
very far.
I'm also not used to seeing
What
a.
did I do?
Did you do
Yeah.
point by?
Did I?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't remember. Well, I was in pain making 2 characters at the same time.
I
just picked.
I'm not used to seeing a
Stuff.
ranger that doesn't have more than a +2 in dexterity. Yeah, you did point by.
Oh yeah, I put a lot of it in wisdom.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Whatever, I made what I made.
All right. So you guys are able to make your way down, and from there the steps leading down into the next chamber are a little bit easier to climb. So I will just move everyone down there together. So as you reach this section of the area, you are kind of in a bit of like a split cave, if you will. So you can see just to the west of where you stand, there is a large open section. There appears to be a pile of bones bearing tattered flesh resting upon a what looks like a grate on the ground, like a metal grid that is sitting over what appears to be a pit. As you guys were traveling down these stairs, and a minute goes by, the wall is no longer solid and has returned to its slush-like state. Additionally, you notice that the wall is now moving from west to east as it kind of makes this left to right screen U shape, and down to the right there appears to be another fairly sizable 10-foot drop that leads down into this this corner of the cavern. And the last point, the last detail in this room is that resting upon this rock, I don't really have a great way to depict it. I guess I can just draw
Draw a picture.
this. Yeah, it's just gonna be like a brown square. There appears to be what looks like a leather cloak draped over that rock.
I would look at the cloak.
Mhm.
Also, I would send a psychic message to Septus about being able to ride on his carpet, flying carpet.
Hey, is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Bounce chicka
Hey
wow.
yo!
Hey, I heard what I was saying. It just came out.
So yeah, someone will come out.
Ha ha!
Just anyhow, I'm gonna
Bazinga.
go look at the cloak
Okay.
and however you want to twist that. Also,
Yeah, like I said, it appears to just be like a a cloak that one might wear. Excuse me. A cloak that one might wear when out and adventuring, just to kind of keep themselves dry in the rain.
nothing that indicates who it previously belonged to.
Give me a perception check. From the cursory glance that you are giving it, just seeing it kind of there on this rock, there does appear to be some I would say indentations in it, almost like more like ripples that appear to be part of the material itself. But I mean, beyond that, there's nothing that stands out to you that would give you any kind of information of who it would belong to. It just looks like a dark leather cloak.
Oh,
I guess it's not. It's
so
actually not
like
brown. It's,
decorative.
it's more like a dark bluish gray. What's the matter?
Okay. Well, I guess somebody might be here.
True. Somebody might. Yeah, I should be able to share a photo of it. Yeah, there we go. I'll put it into the put in the P5 chat. There you go. Yeah, it's not like brown. It's like I said, it's actually like a dark like bluish gray. So there you go.
And no markings to
No markings
say
that you
whether it
can
belongs
see.
to it.
Yeah. Now I will say though that
Certain set of people or anything.
I will say though that through here, because you guys already spotted them before, you do see those footprints, those humanoid footprints that you discerned were probably the giant ones, and also the whatchamacallits, the lupine ones, the wolf ones. You see that they move through this area down to this lower section. But I'm going to say with the survival that you rolled before on the tracking stuff, I'm going to actually say that you also see that the wolf-like prints actually move through the slush wall. You can see that they come in and out of this path. So do with that information as you will.
Maybe we can just catch it on fire again. I mean, melt it.
Yeah.
She looks deceptive. But it's all slushy and was only able to break it once it got solid.
We can throw the small one at the wall again.
The small one. And his big swords.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You shouldn't be looking at those.
I'm pretty sure they're out in the open. Or
They're
in
taller than you, it's hard not to see them.
Little man, big package. What can I say?
Gross.
Yeah, we have to make this wall solid again. I guess if we attack it, it'll send out more methods.
Firebolt?
So which direction do we want to go?
Smith wants to firebolt the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
You remind me of someone.
Where do you want to firebolt it, by the way?
Wait, you're a rogue and you're using firebolt.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Bolt. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Am I a rogue?
Yeah, you're a rogue.
I'm kidding. Are you a goblin?
Oh,
You want the long answer or do you want the short answer?
he fucking got you there.
Who are you, people?
All right. So where are you hitting this wall, Smith?
I guess bottom right. I don't know.
Okay. Bottom right. Down to the entrance. Okay. Yeah. So, as you are as you're standing there, you shoot a firebolt at the wall. It kind of hits off of it. The fire spreads out, and the slush kind of ripples where you hit it. But it keeps moving. It does not solidify.
You think we have to touch it and then it'll solidify, then we can go through like the other wall?
As I said, throw the small one.
You Hal will look up at you and be like, "You can try," as he's shaking his fist.
I can touch it.
As
As
can
far
I
as I'm
prepare an
aware,
attack?
she
I mean,
can touch it and she won't receive any damage if I understand. Where was it? The Arctic one? Gain resistance, immune to extreme cold conditions. I don't know what the DMG describes that as.
So extreme cold conditions is more of like the extreme hazards, not traps. You are only resistant to cold damage. So extreme cold conditions, as described
I would
by.
imagine that slush would be.
So the slush is a
extreme
trap.
cold
I mean,
thing itself.
I'm gonna give you the insight. The slush is a
I hear
trap.
that.
The extreme
not what I was
cold
thinking
weather
at first.
conditions that the Frostwalker Ranger refers to is specifically extreme cold weather whenever the temperature is at or below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. A creature exposed to the cold must succeed on DC 10 con saves at the end of each hour or gain a level of exhaustion. Creatures with resistance or immunity to cold automatically succeed the saving throw, as do creatures wearing cold weather gear and creatures naturally adapted to cold climates. So that particular part is that if you were like traveling up in Icewind Dale, you don't have to make the exhaustion checks for extreme cold. And you also don't have to wear cold weather clothing to get that benefit. So, but the resistance to cold kind of does the same thing. It's more semantics. But in this particular regard, the damage taken from the wall is cold damage, of which you are resistant, not immune.
Yeah, that's why I was getting mixed up. I didn't understand how I could be immune to extreme cold, but only resistant
No,
to regular.
extreme cold conditions as described in the DMG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember making the
didn't know
subclass. I remember putting that in there specifically for that reason. So, but yes, you do have resistance, so you'll take half damage.
I'm just wondering if I don't think I have anything that'll help protect her.
That I don't know.
I have some temporary HPs.
So, what would you like to do?
That's a spell.
So, what's the plan?
I mean, I'll touch the wall.
I'll
If
shoot an
that's what-
arrow at it. See if that does anything. I'll wait for him to touch it. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on the wall.
All right. So, which section are you touching?
I'm gonna go for the probably this area.
Okay. All right. As you go up, you touch the slush, and as soon as you do, you get like you feel yourself being pulled in by the current of it, and it solidifies with you in it. And I now need to hey Jared, do me a favor, roll a d20.
Okay. Any modifiers or just a straight
No,
D20?
straight d20. Evens, you get shunted to the side with your party. Okay, so
Well, I got
odd,
a 5.
you are spat out on the other side of the wall as the wall solidifies.
Oh, okay.
So I will need everyone to roll initiative again, because now the wall does actually have an initiative. So go ahead and roll initiative.
I just realized I didn't get to ask if we got to start our day with inspiration. I feel like that was something that was talked about way. Anyhow, initiative.
Nope.
Who wants initiative? Or who wants advantage? Inspiration.
Ooh, Smith got a nat 1.
Ew. What? You don't already
I'm
have
separated.
inspiration?
I was gonna say I'm separated from the party. Can I have it?
It's a good reasoning. I'll always take it if no one else is going, so.
I'll take it. What am I taking?
I'll give it to Stacy.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh. Somebody must
what was
have
that
rolled.
for? I don't know what I rolled. Ooh,
Oh,
low.
you know what? Actually, hold on a second. No, I may have jumped the gun. Sorry, I did jump the gun. Jared, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
I meant to do that first. My apologies.
Can't believe you would do this to me.
I
I
know.
rolled a 9.
Okay, cool. So yes, you are shunted to that side, and I believe your evasion does not kick in with that.
I don't have evasion. I'm a monk.
Oh, that's right. God damn it. Now I'm just getting confused with your fucking characters. Yeah. So you are sucked to the one side, and you are going to take 50 points of cold damage.
Half because I'm resisted.
Okay, yep, 25 points of cold damage.
Still a lot, damn.
It is 10d6, in fact. Okay, so yeah, at the top of the initiative order, it is Hauser. The entire wall is now completely solid once again. And you see Groteth is now on the far side of the one wall, the side with the big pile of bones and whatnot.
What is this thing?
That's that gray dark leather cloak that I described.
I'm gonna go pick it up.
Going to pick it up? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you walk over and you go to pick it up, there's a heft to it, an unreasonable heft, if you will. And the moment you pick it up, you see that the underside of it has this kind of like whitish appearance as it unfurls, and you see this menacing face with yellow eyes and razor sharp teeth and a long barbed tail. As it is not a cloak, it is a cloaker, laying motionless, indistinguishable from a dark leather cloak, and in reaction, it is going to bite at you.
Hell yeah.
I was waiting for somebody to pick it up.
That's fine.
So that is a
I was
9
considering it.
and a 10. Ooh, so neither one of those hit. So yeah, with that, it you see that it kind of like jumps back the moment you pick it up, and it tries snapping at you, but is unsuccessful. Oh wait, actually, hold on. I just realized it would have had advantage. So it would get its second attack. Okay, so there we go.
Can I use my shadow thing for it to bite the wall?
Your shadow thing?
Yeah.
What do you mean your shadow thing?
Rune Knight. My cloud thing.
Oh, your cloud rune. Okay.
Yeah.
It
is a question.
Make it bite the ice wall.
Yeah.
You can use your reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker.
Gotcha.
Do you want to?
The ice wall's not a creature.
The ice wall's not a
correct?
creature, but I mean, Smith, Cephas, Crystal, Groteth are all creatures.
Yeah. I'll use my runic shield, have it reroll its attack.
Okay. Have it reroll. To reroll the okay. And we will. So it had advantage, so it's getting to reroll the one that it succeeded on. So we're just gonna roll once. Okay, so 23. All right. So not too bad. You're gonna take 9 points of piercing damage, and this thing is going to attach to you, as it kind of like in a swift motion wraps up and bites onto you, and is biting down onto your little goblin head. So you, Hauser, are currently blind, and you are unable to breathe as this thing has bitten down over your head.
And he's doing all that on my turn?
It was the reaction, so
That's a lot for a reaction.
I know. It's literally their whole thing.
Okay. So
Monster.
me picking it up is my action, correct?
Yes.
So I just have my bonus action.
Yes.
And reaction.
No, I used my
Reaction was runic
No.
shield.
So I guess I'll just. I'm assuming if I hit it with my sword,
Mhm.
it would be with disadvantage.
Since you are currently blind, yes, attacks that you make have disadvantage.
All right, cool. We're gonna do it with the disadvantage offhand.
Okay.
14.
That is gonna hit. Okay.
Damage.
Yeah, you deal 11 damage to this thing. It is still attached to you as you are cutting into its leathery hide. Cephtus, you watched as Groteth moved over to the wall, was sucked through to the other side, and as Hauser was moving through this chamber, he went and picked up that cloak, and it instantly wrapped around him, biting down onto his head, and he is now stabbing at it, trying to kill this thing.
2 swords and you can't even fight a jacket.
Yeah, at least I'm not the one cowering up on a rug.
Oh,
No,
Aaron.
the correct noise that you're gonna make is.
I don't see how That's what I was gonna say.
Aaron,
Yo.
when you stabbed the cloaker, you need to take 5 points of damage.
Why?
It has an ability called damage transference, where while it's attached to somebody and it is dealt damage, it only takes half of that, and the other creature takes the other half.
Now that's funny.
Stab yourself.
I guess I'm going to attack the jacket.
Okay.
After giving the dude a headache at the same time.
Okay, that is going to miss.
Ooh. I guess I'll attack again.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
man.
that one hits. All right. Aaron, go ahead and take 6 points of damage as you feel a hefty sword slamming down into this thing that is attached to you.
All right.
All right, Cephtus, anything else? Any bonus actions or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I'm good for now.
Coolio.
Can I just turn my rage on as well?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, you can use your bonus action to rage.
Yeah, I'll do that as a bonus action. I'll be raging.
Okay.
On your carpet. Oh no, you got
No, I
it.
left my carpet. Can't damage the carpet.
No.
I imagine like over I imagine over the 30 days it's like in every adventure that Smith's there, it's Smith will have it, and every adventure that Cephtus would have, he has it, and it's like every night they have like a shared space where they leave it and they're like keeping an eye on each other for it. It's just like, and it just happens to show up in every adventure they're in.
I was just thinking, it supposedly says Smith's carpet or Smith's on it, and I'm just wondering if this current Smith is like, huh, that's
Yeah.
almost mine. Like
The fucking rogue steals it. He's like, it got my name on it.
Why? That's close enough.
All right. So
Just always checks it for singe marks, put it that way.
all right. So the cloaker is going to bite down onto Hauser's head with a soft 20. That is going to be 11 points of damage to Hauser, and then it is going to whip around its tail and swing at Cephtus, just clipping you and dealing 7 points of slashing, which would be reduced to 3. All right, Groteth, you are on the other side of the wall, just to the southwest. The wall is completely solid, but on the other side of it, through the semi-transparent ice wall, you can see Hauser, like stabbing at, or Hauser and Seftis stabbing at him, as he's now covered in that cloak that you saw on the rock before.
And there's nothing really over here besides the pile of bones.
There's a large pile of bones. Yeah. So to the west of where you are, there's a large pile of bones bearing tattered flesh resting upon a metal grid over an 8-foot wide and fairly deep pit. From where you're standing, you can't even see how deep the pit is. But you can see that it is it is covered in bones. This grid, this metal grid that's over this pit, is covered in bones and flesh.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try and get back through to the other side of the ice wall. So I guess I'm just gonna either try punching my way through or something.
Okay. Yeah. However you want to do it.
You know what? Yeah, we'll go with the primal savagery to go ahead and make the do the acid damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Do I need to roll to hit the wall?
Yes.
19.
Yep, that hits. Because think about it, you can roll a crit.
True.
You can also like not punch it hard enough.
24 acid damage.
All right.
And then I get 2 attacks, so I can do it again.
Mm-hmm.
19 again.
Okay.
12 acid damage.
All right. So you are able to blast a sizable chunk out of the wall. Say so right about there. You are able to get that section of the wall blown out.
Woo!
So you are about halfway through.
Hell yeah.
Cool. All right.
Woot woot.
On the other side of the wall, Crystal, you are witnessing this horrific scene in front of you as Hauser is enveloped by this cloaker, Seftis stabbing and slashing at him, and you hear Groteth now on the other side of the ice wall trying to punch his way through.
I'm gonna. Where am I? Well, this is hoping it works the way I think it's supposed to. So Lancing, no. Yeah, Lancing. That's not.
Yep. Yep. You make
Lancing Jolt is a spell, and then I can change it from lightning to fire with the prism.
Correct.
Okay.
Wait, are you doing Lancing Bolt or Lightning Jolt?
Oh, sorry, I called it Lancing Jolt, which lightning jolt, the one that's like a path.
Okay. Yep. 10-foot long line, 5-foot wide.
Is Seftis's aura safe for us? Oh, I'm in it.
His aura is, because it's creatures of his choice that start their turn within his aura. That's true. He might be looking over at you like this fucking gem dragon. It's like, ugh. And just like your feet are now covered in lava.
Disgusting.
Hopefully not. But to match where I don't know,
Groteth
started. Groteth. Yes.
All right, so you want to try and break through that
The
section.
other side. Yeah, without hitting him.
Okay. Well, it's a 10-foot line and you don't want to hit him, so you're going to have to basically be right about there.
Yeah, I was going to say I think I have to move.
You do in fact.
You did it.
All right. So, yeah, go ahead and roll the damage. 2d6.
Yeah, I would say it starts out and it looks like lightning, and then it just
Yeah.
changes as there's like a flash from the prism, and now it's fire.
Yes. So your Chromospell Prism does kick in, changing it to fire, and that is going to be enough to wrong shape. That is going to be enough to bridge the gap between this section, as you are able to melt the wall away.
We have a path. Now let's get this coat off him. I don't have anything else. I'm used to 2 actions and a slew of bonus actions, and the only one I have is Fearing Smite. That is a
Yeah, that's a thing that you do and then you
burst of-
attack. I mean, you could technically
Oh yeah.
cast it.
So I could cast it, and then the next time
Mm-hmm.
we'll sit on that.
Okay. Did you want to
Sorry,
move
Kale.
any more from where you are standing?
Yeah, I guess out. How many feet do I have?
I was like, you would have another 5 feet from there, so.
Is here.
All
I
right.
do want to try and make another path, but hopefully.
So as the wall gets, so we hit initiative 10, from right about where you were standing a moment ago, you see an ice mephit appear on the other side of the wall, Crystal, as you move away. And Groteth, you see this thing spawn out of the wall next to you.
Oh, joy.
Hey, luckily for you, it only spawned one. Smith, it is your turn. You're watching Hauser be enveloped by this living cloak, and Crystal and Grotef has now broken a path through the solidified ice wall, and you just watched as an ice mephit formed out of the one next to Grotef.
I can get a sneak attack. Like, he's not close enough that I would get a sneak attack bonus on him, right?
He is not, no. You would on the cloaker.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's just go for him.
Okay.
Is he bloodied? Can I
No,
tell?
he is not at all.
Okay. I'm just worried I'm gonna kill Hal or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just do it.
Okay, let's just kill Hal.
No, let's not kill Hal.
Hell yeah. No, let's kill him.
All right. So how you going about this?
I mean, there's really no like part that would look like it would do less damage to Hal.
No, while it is attached, the damage transference is a thing.
I'm assuming it would be like a strength check to pull it off.
It would be, in fact. You could try and pull it off of there.
I don't have much strength.
I mean, hey, you know,
It's a cloak.
I will say this. I will say this. If you wanted to attempt it based on what you have, you would need to roll a 17 or higher.
How much HP does? No. Let's just attack. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's fine. Do your thing.
Beat his ass, sea bass.
Let's put it this way, Smith. It has more hit points than you do.
I'm more worried about Hal's HP.
It has slightly more hit points, or it has slightly less hit points than him. But 20 definitely hits. All right. 15 standard and 25. All right, so 40. So Hal, you're going to take 20 points of damage as you feel a rapier pierce through the cloaker and into your flesh. We'll move you up. Do you want to do anything else, Smith? Any bonus actions or anything like that?
Is it a bonus action to attack with my offhand? Is that how that works?
It is, yeah. Yeah, that's your offhand dagger, so...
Why doesn't it seem like I can, There it is. 1d4. No, I'll just... Well... No, I'll just let it go.
Okay, clear. It is the Ice Mephit who's going to move over and attack Groteth. That's a +3 to hit, and that's going to miss. And you see that it just kind of like melds back into the wall. All right, on initiative count 20, Groteth, as you are standing there, you can see that the bottom well of this opening that you and Crystal have made in the wall is slowly beginning to like build itself back up.
All right. Well, the ice method went back into the wall, correct?
It is currently in there. You can still target it. It just has 3/4 cover.
I was gonna say, can I target the wall, break the wall, and then target him?
I mean, targeting the wall will,
Break the cover,
will
or
break the cover. Yeah.
can I do that then?
Yeah. Like if you're wanting to target him, he just has 3/4 cover. So like he's not so far into the wall that you couldn't like essentially chip into it that far.
Okay, then I'll just target him, I guess.
Cool. So go ahead and roll your attack.
All right. Going to do a good old unarmed strike.
Ooh.
17.
That is going to hit.
All right.
Timeout. Whose turn is it?
Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, it was the Ice Mephit's turn.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why. For some reason in my mind, I thought it was Groteth. Sorry.
Okay, never mind. It is not my turn.
Oh, you know why? Sorry. I know why I thought it was Groteth, because I was explaining to Groteth that the wall at the bottom was starting to solidify. I'm sorry. That is entirely my fault.
I was like,
entirely my fault.
Wait.
My sorry.
hold on.
Hauser, it's your turn. You are enveloped by a cloaker.
He's gonna get yeeted.
He's gonna get yeeted.
Yeah, I am ripping him off of me.
Okay, make a go ahead and make a strength check.
$14.
He is in fact not getting yeeted.
How many times can I do that per my turn?
Technically once, but I'm in a giving mood, and I will let you do it as a bonus action as well.
And it's not even Thanksgiving.
I know, right?
Okay. So yeah, you try to pull this thing off of you, and you are just not getting a good grip as the blood that is dripping out of this thing is causing your fingers to slip. But you muster everything within your power, and you yank this thing off with your second go at it, and it lands on the ground next to you. Did you want to do anything else? Did you want to move?
No, I'll stay where I'm at.
All right. Yeah, see, I thought you were gonna use your giant's might to become large and then try and rip it off.
I thought about it, but
All right.
I only have so many.
True. Seftis, it is your turn. The cloaker is no longer attached to Hauser, and you see that that Groteth is fighting a Mephit on the other side of the wall.
I guess I'll whack the shit out of the cloaker if it's still like
Oh
moving
yeah.
around. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, he's still going at it.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. All right, that hits.
I use my fire damage as well on that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Still up?
It is still up, yeah.
God damn it.
Well, your volcanic greatsword should be 2d6 fire damage. So you need to add another d6 to that. All right, so we have 18 damage out of the box, and then your 19 to hit does hit.
Okay.
Okay, 11 and fire damage. All right, 17. All right, anything else?
Is it still there?
It is still there.
That's a sturdy fucking cloak, man.
These things are resilient. These things are mighty resilient.
Alright, I guess I'm good for now.
Okay. So yeah.
Does he take any damage from my radiant damage or anything?
I was just about to say it is it is taking your rage damage. I took your rage damage into account. It doesn't have much left to it, but it is just hanging in there.
So it just needs these for armor, I think.
Tell you what, it makes a good cloak.
I actually saw a thing of like a homebrew fighter called the Mimic Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's from a land where humans and mimics work together, and it was essentially you could get two magic items. Like you could get a mimic sword to where the sword would become a mimic and extend itself for grapple or bite or something like that. A shield or like mimic armor like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was really fucking cool.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, there's a book called that is like right up Aaron's alley called Haman's Harvesting Handbook. That is all about harvesting creatures, and the cloaker is in that, and you can use the cloak to make a cloak of displacement. So it is quite expensive. But it is the cloaker's turn, and as it is laying there, it lets out this howling moan. So I actually need everyone around this thing, so that's gonna be everyone in the group, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Even Groteth?
Even Groteth. It is any creature within 60 feet that can hear it.
Save it for the bedroom.
As it's basically like, but it's this like it's this otherworldly kind of aberrant moan that rattles you.
Lucky.
That rattles you to your core.
All right, I'm keeping the 15 for my lucky.
Not only did you burn a lucky, but you also wasted a nat 1. Oh my god. All right. So
it's okay. I get 3 luckies.
True, you do. All right. So Cephas, Crystal, and Groteth, you are this does not affect you. You hear this otherworldly kind of unknown moan that this thing besets into the cavern that kind of like raises the hair on your the hairs on your skin, but it doesn't really affect you. But Smith and Hauser, this is the most haunting thing you have ever heard. I'm gonna say Hauser, this is definitely playing into the fact that it was just like biting onto your face and suffocating you as it let out this howl and is now on its turn. As it's letting out this howl, it is starting to fly up into the air, flapping its body like wings. And the two of you, Smith and Hauser, are frightened of this until the Cloaker's next turn, the end of the Cloaker's next turn.
Cool.
But
as a reaction, I cast Fireball.
You can't cast Fireball as a reaction. But it is flying up to the 15-foot high ceiling, where you will have an opportunity attack against it, but you're going to have it at disadvantage. So if you want to make that reaction, you can, Hauser.
Wait, just Hauser?
It would just be Hauser, because Hauser's within 5 feet of the thing.
Wasn't I attacking it too? Shouldn't I be within 5 feet?
So it was.
Yeah,
it was.
I attacked him too.
You were. The thing is that whenever Hauser ripped it off of him, it was shunted to a 5-foot space adjacent to him. So it was like just slightly down to the left of where he was, and now he's taking off.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
But a 14 does hit. So roll the damage. Okay, so you this thing lets out this moan and it like rocks you to your core, but you see it starting to fly away, and you flail your sword up into the air and you cut this thing's wing off as it falls to the ground, bleeding to death.
So, in clarification,
Yes,
is it dead or alive?
it is dead.
Okay.
You've killed it.
Well, you said bleeding to death, so it
Oh,
could
yeah.
technically
Like,
still be-
it's dead. It's dead. You sliced its one wing off. So, all right. So that was a Cloaker's turn. Now it's Groteth's turn. It feels like it was your turn so recently, but it is
I
now
know,
currently
right?
your turn.
Now I'm going to attempt to punch it.
Coolio.
Fuck.
Does a 14 hit it or no?
No, but I had you roll before, and we had that whole thing, so I'm just going to let you
Yeah.
take that last one from before, because that was entirely my mistake, and you had a decent roll that
Okay.
one. So yeah, you will say that you had the 17 from before. Which would be
Alright.
enough to get past its currently 3/4 cover armor class.
All right, so that does
BRB.
6 damage from that,
Okay.
plus 6 force damage, because the gauntlets would then shimmer and do like almost a spectral hand
Okay.
as it connects.
All right. You get one punch, or you get these almost like simultaneous hits.
Is it still breathing?
It's still in there, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do. Before I go for my second attack, I'm gonna use up my bonus action and go for a flurry of blows.
Okay.
That's 22.
That hits.
That one is 4 plus the 1d6 of force damage of 5.
Okay. With that, you shatter the thing.
All right, cool. I'm using the disengage to bolt before it explodes on me.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's
Yeah,
why I did the flurry of blows first, because
Yeah.
of Drunken Master.
it just shatters out. Yeah, it would have.
Hey, how does that work? How does he escape?
I knew Smith was gonna call me out on it.
Because I tried and I was not successful.
Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage. I knew Smith was gonna call me
23.
out on it. Okay, so yeah, you take you only take 2 points of slashing as it clips your arm as you're moving through that tunnel. Smith's got to keep me on point, otherwise I'm just a rogue DM.
Right?
Yep.
I don't see why it wouldn't work, because as soon as I use Flurry of Blows, I can instantly run 50 feet away.
I mean, that's true. It explodes the moment you kill it, where your hand is still in its face. All right. So yeah, you do move over to the other side. You want to just move your whole 50 feet?
Yeah.
Or 40 feet, whatever it is. Yeah.
It's 50, because with Flurry of Blows, I get an additional 10.
That's right. All right.
Because Drunken Technique.
It's true. All right. So on the other side of the wall now, Crystal, it is your turn.
We still have that path?
The path is still there. Yeah, it is slowly refilling though. I will give you the insight that it takes the barrier remains solid for 1 minute after being triggered. So that section of the wall that you have breached is still there. It is just, it will remain solid for a minute. And I'll give you that information because you guys would have taken, some time climbing down those stairs, and a minute would have passed as you were like looking at the cloaker that was laying in wait.
Were we all going through this then?
Well,
or should I make another path on this other side?
Well,
Grotesque will relay that all he saw over there was bones. He didn't see anything interesting. Yeah, there's only a pile of bones over there. Nothing too fun.
Then I'll try and do the same thing. Well, I can't stand in this square, can I?
No, not technically. But I can just do this. So it's manageable.
And turn my lightning jolt into fire again and see how far it gets through. But
all right, so you get through I'm gonna say you get through about that much. You get through about a third of the way.
I guess I'm done then. Because man, maybe breath weapon would have been better. Because I can't use the searing smite on the wall. So readying it, or whatever it's called. Because it's a creature. It's not a creature.
Right. Okay. So using Flaming Jolt.
Flaming Jolt. And I'll move away. Methods. Oh my god.
Okay.
How many feet do I have left? 10? I don't... Okay, I think my screen was just a bit slow, but I backed up.
All right. So as this is happening, and you are now carving out a sizable chunk into the wall, and we reach, god damn it, we reach Initiative 10. From the melted ice that has formed on the ground, you see does not appear a ice mephit, but instead from the from this steam that is rising appears a steam mephit.
You want to know how you handle steam? You punch it.
Smith,
Put a kettle on and
it
boil.
is your turn. You watched Crystal go over, shoot a flaming jolt into the ice wall, starting to carve a path, and from the melting ice, the steam that is rising forms into a an animated elemental mephit. It's hard to see, but this is what it looks like.
I will. How far away is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 or so? 20 or so?
Yeah, 25 feet.
Let us shoot a short bow at it.
Okay.
And I have that feature that lets me take advantage if I don't move, right?
Correct. You do have steady aim. Yep.
Let's do that.
All right. Nice. Yeah, that hits. Roll the damage, and you are going to get sneak attack because you're attacking with a ranged weapon, and one of your allies is within 5 feet.
Not to mention I have advantage.
Oh, true. That's right. The true way to get sneak attack. All right, so that is 26. So yeah, almost as soon as this thing appears, Smith just draws back an arrow, lets it fly, piercing through the steam, causing it to burst. Crystal, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this thing.
Can I re-roll this?
Can you? Do you have advantage?
I have
do you have inspiration?
inspiration.
Okay, then yes.
Smith gave it to me a while ago.
Oh, that's true. He did.
Try again. Oh, cool.
Well, hey,
Yes.
you get your inspiration back.
Oh.
You get your inspiration back. So, so okay. Here's how I want to imagine this played out, because it is true. Smith was the one that gave you that inspiration before. I just want to imagine he's like, he pulls back the short bow and he's like, hey, Crystal, get down, and she's like turns around and is like, what? And looks at the arrow as it's flying forward, and this thing just whoosh, right into her face, just steaming hot compressed air, as you take 6 points of fire damage. And
I never expected
I'm
something
sorry, it did what
fire
directly into her
damage down
face?
here.
it burst steam into her face.
Oh,
As now the knowledge and insight is of your own actions of why you will be inspired next time.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
How much damage?
6 points.
I was wondering how you would somehow apply heat to my cold resistance. So
Yes.
apparently I did it to myself.
I mean, hey,
'Cause
who knows what this
fire
dungeon
made-
has to offer?
Aaron, I mean this in the politest way. I'm so glad that didn't absorb everything and only yours, or else I was going to fist fight you physically.
For what?
I'll message.
All
Are
right.
Are you talking about the thing in the bottom corner?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck just happened?
All right. So Smith, you kill this thing. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
I don't think I can. Just leave me. Yeah, I can't move.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. You took a knee to take aim. All right. Back at the top of the order, Hauser, it is your turn.
Do we have any anemones?
You do not see any enemies.
Cool. I'm gonna sit on my butt and use a bonus action. No, is it? No.
What are you doing?
Gonna attempt to try to heal myself. I think I have that right.
You have Stone's Endurance.
Second win.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, that's the bonus action one. 1d10 plus 11.
Oh boy. I forgot that rescue is not a reaction.
15.
That's a special
That's right. Reactionary rescue is exclusive to Iluna. All right, Hauser, you
Yeah,
are
I was
healed for
like,
15.
I think I have a reaction and then I don't.
All right. Sitting
Oh,
on,
you
so you
fucker.
are
Get a
currently
purple
sitting
one.
on your butt, healing yourself. You want to do
Yep.
anything as an action or anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
I also want to point out that I love how on the initiative tracker, since you're bloodied, all we can see for Hauser is his face and the top of the sword. Seftis, it is your turn. There's no more creatures, but there is still a wall impeding your advance. There is an opening to the west.
Oh, Steve said he yeah, his headset's not working.
Oh. That's
He's
not
fixing it.
Okay.
Just happened to be right before his turn. He just said something. I heard his little robot voice.
I heard him coming through you, I believe.
I got a new book today by Jeff Ashworth, who does like all of my like Game Master's books of like traps and random tables and shit, and it's called Everything I Need to Know I Learned from RPGs, a player's handbook for the game of life. And it's all about how to use tactics from different classes in real life, like how to live like a barbarian.
How to put D&D onto a resume.
How to put D&D onto a resume, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
meet up with my friend. I meet up with a group of like-minded peers and conduct problem solving. And
I manage mediation counseling and problem solving events. You know,
bi-weekly.
bi-weekly
I
events.
have recently put D&D on a resume.
I mean, hey, do it. I will say though, it does have it actually has magic items in it. Specifically, the one that I will add to D&D Beyond at some point will find its way into this campaign because I want to see Seftis fight for it. It's called the Belt of the Undisputed Champion. This long leather strap of black leather marks you as the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will ever be. That is until someone shows that it actually doesn't matter what you think. The belt can be worn around the waist, but is more commonly carried over the shoulder. Once attuned, you can treat attack rolls of 19 or 20 as critical hits. The Belt of the Undisputed Champion is a +3 improvised weapon. Additionally, while attuned to the belt, a creature can make themselves invisible for up to 1 hour once per day by waving their hand in front of their face and uttering the command phrase, "You can't see me." The belt of the undisputed champion is cursed. Upon attuning to it once per month and occasionally more, depending on whether or not you're in a particularly large city, you will be forced to defend the title of undisputed champion. A gladiator from parts unknown will challenge you for possession of the belt. You must fight the gladiator alone, and if you lose, they gain possession of the belt, and you must pursue at least one level in another class, representing a revamp to your overall gimmick before you can ask for a rematch.
That is
Yeah.
I
awesome.
fucking love it. I fucking love it. It is just like one
I
of the
just
best
wanna
gimmick
see-
items.
Have to say, what? You can't see me?
Yeah. Yeah, just wave your hands in front of your face. You say you can't see me and you turn
No,
invisible.
that's my phone. You can't have it.
All right. Welcome back,
You guys
Sepsis.
hear me now?
Yes.
You can hear me now. Cool.
We
Yeah, I
could-
want that fucking belt, man.
I know, it's fucking great. I'm gonna review the book, go over the book on D&D and Chill sometime this week. It's great. But yes,
Is anybody? There's no enemies, is there? So we're
there's no
basically
more
trying to get
methods.
this wall down.
Yeah, there's no more methods that you can see. The main things going on is, yes, there is the wall to the south, the southeast. There's that channel to the southwest, and the big pile of bones in the far southwest.
All right, I'm gonna burn and belch the shit out of that.
All right,
wall.
nice. Go ahead
Burn and
and
belch the
roll the
shit out of it.
damage. All right. So with that, that one before was, how much damage did we? Yes, 11. It was fire, 22. Okay. So yeah, you are able to carve out a little bit more of a section, but you are not fully through. You're about 2/3 of the way through the wall.
Okay.
All right.
I only get to use that one starter per turn, pretty much.
Correct.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Can I set fire to it with my thumb? Just hold my thumb there, melting ice.
I mean, you can, like, you arguably could, considering, like, anything that you touch, you can set on fire. You could, like, stand there and just, like, radiate heat for, you know, a few minutes. That would be entirely up to you.
Take a while.
I mean, I guess I could. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got my aura and stuff. That's got to be melting something.
So, yeah, that it is definitely helping. All right, Groteth. The wall is slowly getting carved through. There's that room to the west, and Cephas is basically channeling all of his volcanic energy into this section to try and melt it.
Well, I'll help him by punching it.
Okay. Roll your attack.
And just because it's a cantrip, I'll do acid, because just punching a wall never works. So melting a wall with acid always works.
Sure.
Always.
17 to hit.
That hits. Roll the damage.
22 acid damage.
All right. Yeah. So with that last burst, you are able to break free, clearing out a channel through the ice. As you look onto the other side, you can see that it drops down to a 10-foot drop on the other side.
Okay, I'll look back to the group and be like, or I will turn, look at them and say, it's another drop down, and then just fall backwards and use my slow fall to take anywhere that's less from 25 damage.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, you guys watch
They
as
just see me walk up and just
Groteth
fall
just
backwards.
falls over the edge. Crystal, it is your turn.
A climb down like last time, assuming it's very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much the same
'Cause-
thing. Yep.
Septis apparently doesn't want to share his carpet. Rude.
He doesn't know you.
My carpet, and
Precious
I
materials.
need it now.
All right. So climbing down on
Look
the other
how
side.
purple and gemmy I am.
Smith, it is your turn.
I'll do the same.
Okay. Let's see some here. Da-ga-da-ga-da-ga.
Jaden, that's my face.
What?
Smack it harder. Smack it harder.
Jaden is like trying to shove his entire fist into my mouth.
Nice. Nice.
Kiddos do.
All right.
Having kids is great,
So
guys.
yeah, Smith, you make your way over there. We'll say that in order to get down to the other side, you dash. But you have your slippers. Hauser,
What up?
it's your turn.
Maybe he'll let you ride on his carpet.
Athletics check.
Athletics check.
Climb
Yeah.
down again.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I already did.
Oh, did you? Oh, it was up further. Oh, yeah. You're fine. You're able to make it down there.
Yeah.
Okay. And last but not least, I imagine Septis is just flying down.
He is indeed.
Coolio. So as you guys take your time getting down there, you hear as the wall there above you, it is still solid at this moment. But as you climb down and you enter this next hallway, everyone roll me a perception check.
72.
But definitely will be looking around, that's for sure.
73.
Well, my passive is 22. I'd
69.
stick with some things being I'm used to. Well, my passive work.
Okay, I need one more from the druid.
Thought he was a monk.
He's a druid monk. He's a spore druid drunk monk.
I considered, with these characters being level 11, I considered.
Oh wait, he might. Jaden
yeah,
might have his phone. Come to think of it.
multi-classing.
No, it came off the charger. He's got on the charger.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I need you to make a perception check.
Oh. Sorry, I had to step up for a moment
all
with baby.
It's all good. It's understandable.
Did you bite his hand? You ate it, didn't you?
I did.
Fucking
I got a
kid.
6.
Okay. So Crystal, Hauser, and Smith, I'm gonna say, yeah, the three of you, you hear something from up around the corner. It's a bit of a low grumble, and I'm gonna say that the three of you recognize this as the sound of snoring.
The sound of silence?
No, the sound of snoring.
I'll just everyone like shh type of deal.
Can I cast pass without trace?
You can indeed.
That's
And putting my boots on
especially
too.
things-
Putting your boots on.
How long's that last? I know I have it. I
An
didn't
hour.
memorize all of it. Let me see. Where's it at?
Man, I can't cast any spells.
No, you can't. I'm sorry.
Duration. Oh, up to an hour, but
bullshit.
concentration. Because I'm gonna need that. I'm not very stealthy. The rest. Wait.
Me neither.
Okay. A plus 10 to stealth. Yay. target level. This one doesn't have any upcasting, no, so it doesn't do anything more at a higher level.
All right. So, yeah, you cast Pass Without Trace. Seftis putting on his boots. And you guys see that, what's his face? Groteth kind of like goes into a bit of a trance as when he lands and hits the ground. While he didn't take any damage, he definitely hit his head. And you can, as you're hearing this snoring, you, Hauser, or sorry, not Hauser, Seftis, you hear snoring as well, but that snoring is coming from Groteth beneath you. The others in the group, you guys can hear the snoring coming from further down the chamber, so what would you like to do?
Let's be sneaky.
Hate to do this,
Stealth
but
mode.
I got a bail due to an emergency. I messaged you about it, Lucas.
Yep,
I'll
yep, yep.
message you guys later about it. I just don't want to broadcast it all over Twitch.
It's all good, man.
Hmm.
All right.
Take care.
So I'm assuming you're leaving the other game.
All right. So Groteth is now asleep.
Guess you have to put him on your carpet.
No.
No.
You can't
We just
speak,
leave him
Seftis.
sleeping around the corner.
Just imagine you guys like Seftis like it's like shakes his head no and is like fucking just leave him.
We'll pick him up on the way out.
All right. So yeah, like I said, you guys can hear this snoring coming from further down the chamber. What would you like to do?
Let's sneak in.
Okay.
Advance.
Advance.
Roll some stealth checks.
Do I need to roll with my boots on?
So
You did say-
while you make no noise, you are still visible.
Ah, okay.
I'm assuming since Smith said that they're going to try to sneak around the corner, I'm going to stay back until I get told to come forward.
Well, you also have Pass Without Trace put on you because Crystal cast Pass Without Trace.
Do I have to roll a stealth check with a disadvantage?
No, that is the disadvantage for you is because your armor is real like clangy and clunky. So that is actually negated while you are wearing those boots.
Can I roll with advantage now?
I would say you're still visible, so that's not gonna like if you were invisible 100%. Like if you were invisible and wearing that, yes. But then I just wouldn't have you roll. You'd be like undetectable for the most part.
Did mine just auto roll
I don't know.
with disadvantage? Or do I
No,
have to roll twice?
no, yours did not roll with disadvantage. You just naturally rolled a 5.
Yep.
But I need Hauser to roll a stealth check as well.
Even though I'm staying back and not moving forward?
So you're not moving forward at all yet?
No. Not
Okay.
until I get the word to move forward. Because I am in clanky ass armor.
Right. But like I said, you have right now, so long as you stay within range of Crystal, you get a +10 to your dexterity checks.
Even if I have disadvantage.
You're still rolling with disadvantage, but you get a +10 to whatever you roll.
You know, that's right. I'll do it.
I'm just making sure that you know all the information you have. So yeah.
Well, I rolled double 12.
So there you go. So you have a 24, Seftis has a 30, Smith has a 35, and Crystal has a 16. Damn that
Is she
scale
rolling
mail.
with this?
She is,
Oh,
because
she's
she's wearing scale mail.
I got you.
Yeah. I
So
was thinking I wouldn't have to be stealthy, but
that-
I did get past without trace just in
it's
case.
that clinky
I hope that's
clunky.
good enough.
All right. So you guys start to move in to the room. As you do, I'm gonna stop initiative there. As you do, you see that there are some large ice pieces up in the one corner. And
Hold up.
yep.
Stop moving. I'm what is everybody's vision, just so that I have a
Well, Hauser, you have 120. Smith has blind side out to 10. Crystal does not have dark vision, and Seftis has 60.
Well, I'm going to assume as soon as we round this corner, I'm going to tell them there is a creature that I'm assuming is sleeping.
Yes.
That has multiple heads.
You can see that from where you are standing, there appears to be a lying in a bed sleeping a multi-headed frost giant.
I will relay that to them since I can see.
Is it dark?
Yeah. I didn't think it was dark.
There is a natural light that does filter into here because this is an ice cave, and it does get some of the light from outside. So.
Oh, it's
Okay.
probably
So that's
reflective.
unnecessary.
Yeah. But yeah.
Just checking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because especially in here, because the like I said, the cave itself has a natural luminescence that kind of keeps the whole place like dimly lit. But
Cool.
yes, when he points this out, through the dim light, you guys can see that farther up ahead of you, as it's about 100 feet away.
Does he have the belt? Does it look like he's got a belt? Special belt?
Roll me perception. And that is going to be with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just because you are in dim light. Oh, nice. I'm going to say that from where you are seeing, it does not appear as if they have like from where you're from where you are seeing it. It doesn't appear like they're wearing a belt, but they are just wearing like wraps and cloths. But you do notice that there is a chest next to their bed and a barrel as well. Additionally,
I'll kind of get my bow ready and kind of gesture to everybody.
okay. And then additionally, there are some larger ice formations in here. And this over here is actually a 10-foot incline up to that ice wall. That at this point, since you have taken it slowly and quietly moving around the corner, has gone back to being a slush wall again that is moving from left to right.
What's above the giant?
This is like it's like ice. It's like a large ice structure.
Any like stalactites or anything hanging down? Like sharp that I can just like and have it drop down on them?
Sure. We'll say that there's maybe like a stalagmite or two, or sorry, a stalactite, or two hanging from above the ceiling. Yeah, you know what? Since you had a 19 on and you are a rogue, you know what? I'm gonna give you that in this room. Oh, not there. I'm gonna make that a little smaller. Damn it. So we'll say there's a stalactite there. There's one right there. There's another over here. One there. Another one down here. And there is one, like, we'll say right there. And we'll also say that just for shits and giggles, there's one right above them that I can't really mark on the map.
Okay. Can I climb the wall, or is it all slush?
The wall's rock. It is for the most part rock, but there's like ice that juts through it. And there just so happens to be in this room large formations of this. But there are sections of the wall that are slick. So if you start to run, then you would be you might be privy to like a dexterity check to make sure you don't hit those spots. But with your slippers of spider climbing, right now you can at least see where your sure footing would need to be.
What's everyone else doing?
Yeah, I'm curious about that myself.
I'm getting ready to attack.
Attack that are asleep.
Yeah.
So if somebody's sleeping, can they make a saving throw?
Against what?
Yes.
Well, I would just imagine anything, but like,
I mean, yes, it just depends. I mean, it, you know, like technically, if they're unconscious, they automatically fail strength or dexterity saving throws. But like wisdom, intelligence, charisma, and constitution, they still make.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to figure, wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. Those are all its mental stats, and sure, it's it's having to wake up in the moment, but it still has its mental faculties. Its constitution is more because that's like, if it were to breathe in a poison, or somebody were to try and like shove something down its throat, it's its ability to resist that. Whereas, being that it's currently unconscious, it would fail like being pushed over, or like, if somebody threw, something at it, or like launched a fireball, it doesn't have the reaction time to move. But
I'll just start. Okay.
yeah, I was just saying, the moment that happens, the thing's awake, and it is what it is.
So far, it hasn't noticed us, right?
No, it has not.
Okay. Can I gesture to the group to kind of like hang tight and wait here, and I will try to climb the ceiling. You said it looks like I should be able to climb up to the ceiling?
Yeah, you can climb up to the ceiling, yes.
Those are like stalagmites hanging down, or stalactites, whatever the difference
Those are
is?
the stalactites, yes. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say that if you're up there, you would need to use an action to like knock one of them off, and you're basically gonna have to I would say that you'll have to make like an acrobatics check or something like that, or an athletics check to like knock it off, or like shove your rapier in it and like try and like knock it loose.
Are they big enough to hide behind?
To hide behind for him, being that you have fairly good stealth, I would say that you think you would be able to hide behind them if the guy woke up and realized what was going on. Since you would be up on the ceiling, he probably isn't going to be looking for you up there.
Yeah, is it a big enough like room, big enough ceiling that he wouldn't see me that easily?
Yeah, I mean you can assume that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, put me on the roof or the ceiling, and
where do you want to be?
I guess put me next. Or let's see here. That's me, right? I guess can I be up here right now?
Yeah, sure. Just do me a favor and roll me another stealth check.
I get advantage, right?
You do have advantage. Okay. And
42.
Since at that point you were still within 30 feet. Okay. So yeah, you guys watch as Smith like climbs up the wall across the ceiling and is like hiding behind this stalactite on the ceiling.
And I'll kind of wait for them to see what are they just all are they getting ready to attack? What's going on?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Oh.
I'll move up semi-stealth fully.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, Septis will too. Kind of like hug the wall, working his way up.
Okay.
I'm gonna. The way I would go would be around the wall towards that barrel, kind of hugging the wall that way.
That's
Okay.
something I was like, where can I hide? The only thing I think I could hide is the same place.
Okay.
Is
So.
there?
Uh-huh. Where's Crystal going?
And it doesn't look like I could hide behind any of these other stalactites or whatever they are.
I mean,
These
they
green
are up on the
circles.
ceiling. Just remember, these are
Oh,
these
yeah,
are
they're up,
stalactites,
down.
not stalagmites. Stalactite hold tight to the
I
ceiling.
don't know.
Stalagmite, you might stumble over them.
I don't know the difference.
I mean, I'm telling
totally
you,
won't know.
stalactite hold tight to the ceiling.
I will forget that immediately.
Oh,
But
no.
that makes no
Steph just went to
sense.
hide by that barrel.
Now you hold on there now, Seftis. Now you wait until I let you go.
I heard nothing. I assumed I was good.
I know, believe me. I'm waiting to see what Stacy says.
Can I ready an attack?
Oh,
Can I
sure,
turn my
let's-
rage off?
Sure. Yeah, you can. Yeah, your rage would have
I
ended
assume that'd be
anyway.
less stealthy or more stealthy.
Yeah,
not being a fireball.
Yeah, the moment you go a minute or I think a round without attacking somebody or being damaged, your rage drops anyway.
See.
Except in 1 D&D, where you can just keep it up as a bonus action.
Well, the barrel seems like the only place to.
Okay.
I can't get as far as that chest. Not unless I. Pass without trace doesn't work when I'm dashing, does it?
Pass without trace has nothing to do with you dashing. Pass without trace simply means that you have a +10 to stealth, and that you can't be tracked except by magical means.
Mm.
So, and that
So,
a
the
creature that
barrel
receives this
seems
bonus leaves no tracks or traces of its passage.
I'm just gonna hope this little guy with his big sword doesn't take up too much space.
Okay. So,
I'm small.
so as you guys, so Smith climbs up along the ceiling, gets into position, kind of looks back, and is waiting for you guys to start moving. And at this point, you realize the best location is probably going to be down by that barrel. And as soon as you get to this point, and you are starting to move around the corner, Seftis, are you on the carpet or is the carpet somewhere else?
Wait.
The carpet's just stashed at the moment.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna, just for the time being, I'm gonna go put Grotith in it. Okay.
Scrub.
So as soon as you get past this point, you hear the cracking of ice to behind you. Now, Smith, you said you were preparing, you wanted to ready an attack, correct?
I was thinking about it. Yeah, you said there was what do we hear?
Well, I want to know, before you hear this cracking sound, what were you readying an attack for? Like, what was your plan?
There's this like a relatively big stalactite over the giant,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you could see one that you seemed like you could probably knock off.
Could I get it with an arrow, maybe, or a firebolt? Would either one of those?
I would say a
successful?
firebolt would. You can definitely try a firebolt. I mean, of the two, an arrow or a bolt made of fire against, some ice and rocks on the ceiling. So is that your Is that your plan?
Do I get advantage on that if I have? How does steady aim work? Does that only apply to like bows and whatnot?
Steady aim is that you use your bonus action on your turn to give yourself advantage on the next attack roll. So it could be a melee attack, it could be a range attack, it could be a spell attack.
It could be a spell attack.
It can be a spell attack, yeah.
Okay. Now, can I choose to like do that, or is it not if I'm preparing an action?
Not if you're preparing an action, right? But I mean, the thing is that like you hitting it is gonna be more predicated on you hitting the stalagmite, because your sneak attack damage is not going to be transferred into the stalactite, and it's going to be more the weight of that, which I have determined a number for the damage that this thing will take.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So what is the trigger of you shooting that down?
Him waking up, essentially, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Or starting to wake up.
Coolio. As Crystal, Seftis, and Hauser start to move past this corner, they hear a crunch, a crack in the ice coming from the north of them. As soon as it does, this large piece of ice kind of shifts and moves as it starts to animate, and now in its spot is a large ice golem.
Oh, damn.
From across the room, you see the other large chunk of ice begin to shift and move as well, animating into a large ice golem. And as these triggers are set and these begin to, like, bits and pieces of ice start to fall off of this, the giant, and you hear it grumble in a language that I don't believe any of, actually, Hauser and, actually, everybody but Smith can understand, as you hear him say in giant, "Who the fuck woke me up?"
Does he sound angry?
He does. He sounds extremely annoyed as somebody woke him up from his nap.
Okay, let's firebolt that.
Yeah. So
stalactite.
yeah, that'll be the sneak attack, or that'll be the surprise round. And then, because you even kind of got a drop on the whatchamacallits, the golems. And look at that. Frostfell Adventure Monster debut.
He looks like he's the. Oh no. Okay.
What's up?
I was gonna say the frost golem looks like he's going Super Saiyan, but that's just the ice dripping off of him.
Bam! Yeah, this is the sick ass art. I love this thing. All right.
Your golem against your frostwalker.
So, yes.
Is that what the ice giant looks like?
No. This is what the, so that was I showed you the ice golem, yeah. So that was the ice.
Is that what the ice giant looks like?
This is what the ice giant looks like. It has multiple heads.
Is that normal for an ice giant?
No, it is not. Yeah, quite odd, in fact.
Only in your eyes.
I was gonna ask if that's usual for if anyone, or at least I, in my head, would wonder.
All right, so Smith, do me a favor and roll your attack for
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So as soon as this giant, shouts this out, you hear this rumble through the whole place. And these golems have sprung into action. You see a blast of fire from right above the the ice giant, the frost giant, as a stalactite comes crashing down onto it, piercing into its leg. It is going to take.
Oh, his leg,
Where would you like it?
like right on his
On
head.
his pee-pee.
Sure.
Eyeball.
Right on his head,
Eye.
crashing and crumbling down.
It's got a concussion now, right?
Taking 4d10 bludgeoning damage.
It's blind and deafened, right?
I will say that it is stunned for 1 round.
Nice. I'll take it.